Good morning, dear students. Now we will see our third module. Third module is consignment accounts. First of all, let us see what is the meaning of consignment. Only after knowing the meaning of consignment, we will be able to study about the accounting treatment of consignment account. So, what is consignment? Consignment is the shipment of goods. It is the shipment of goods from one person to another. Shipment of goods from one person to another. Shipment of goods from one person to another to be sold by the to be sold by the to be sold by the latter on the risk and account of the former. On the risk and account of the former. Let us see what it is. It is the movement of goods from one person to another. Shipment of goods means movement of goods from one person to another. So it is from one person to another person. It is from one person to another person. So these two persons will be at different places. For example, one person will be at Cochin and another person will be in Delhi. So shipment of goods from one person to another person to be sold by the latter. To be sold by the latter. So the latter referred person is this person, another person. On the risk and account of the former, on the risk and account of the sender. See, this is a shipment of goods from one person to another. So one person means that he is a sender. He is sender and another person is the receiver. So from one person to another person to be sold by the latter, to be sold by the receiver. On the risk and account of the former. On the risk and account of the former means on the risk and account of the sender. So the sender is called consigner. The sender is called consigner and the receiver is called consignee. So we can say that it is the shipment of goods from consigner to the consignee to be sold by the latter. To be sold by the latter means to be sold by the consignee on the risk and account of the former. That means on the risk and account of the consigner. So to be sold by the latter means consignee. Former means consigner. So we can say that shipment of goods from the consigner to the consignee to be sold by the consignee on the risk and account of the former. So consigner is the person who sends the goods and consignee is the person who receives the goods. So what is the purpose of consignment? Why consignment is there? Because a manufacturer may be producing his goods at one place. Imagine that I am a manufacturer at Cochin. I am producing goods. I want to sell my goods in the entire state of India. So what I will do? I will appoint my agent in all the states in India. And I will send my goods manufactured at Cochin to all the states because my agents are there. Suppose I have an agent in Delhi. What I will do is that I am based at Cochin. I send my goods to my agent in Delhi. He is my agent. Consignee is agent. I am sending my goods to my agent in Delhi. What is the purpose? The purpose is my goods should be sold at Delhi by the agent. And what the agent will receive? The agent will receive commission. Remember that on the risk and account of the former, the entire risk of selling the goods starting from the movement of the goods till it reaches the consignee, and when the consignee stores the goods in Delhi, whatever risks are attached, it has to be borne by the consignor. So let us see. So there is a manufacturer in Cochin. He will send a consignment to Delhi. He want to send goods at Delhi. He may send his consignment to Chennai. So he is the consignor, consignee. So this is consignment. So consignor sends goods to consignee. There can be any number of consignees. So he is agent. Consignee is agent. And this consignor, the relationship is principal. So the relationship between consignor and consignee is principal and agent relationship. What is meant by principal and agent relationship? Agent is a person who acts on behalf of another person. So here the consignee in Delhi is an agent of the consignor in Cochin, and he is acting as an agent. An agent for whom he is acting as an agent is called principal. So the relationship is principal-agent relationship. What the agent gets is the commission. So there will be movement of goods. From Cochin to consignee. And during the movement, when goods are stored, whatever are the risk, any damages that takes place, all the damages has to be suffered by the principal. And the agent will not be responsible for any kind of damages. What the agent gets is commission. And whatever are the expenses, so the consignor sends goods from Cochin to Delhi, and the consignee receives the goods in Delhi, incurs certain expenses. He may have to do advertising, he may have to employ salesperson to sell the goods, he may have to store the goods in godown. Whatever are the expenses incurred by the consignee, these expenses have to be paid by the consignor. So what is the purpose of consignment? Purpose of consignment is one person appoints another person as agent in order to act on his behalf. What is the act? To sell goods on behalf of the principal, and all expenses in connection with the consignment, everything has to be borne by the consignor. So that is the meaning of consignment. Now let us once again read it. Consignment is a shipment of goods from one person to another person. One person means consignor, another person means the consignee. Consignor is the sender and consignee is the receiver. What is the purpose? The shipment of goods to be sold by the consignee. And all the risk and expenses in connection with the consignment are in the account of the consignor. So this is what the meaning of consignment is. What are the specialities of consignment? There are two persons involved. Instead of two persons, it can be two firms, two companies. One company is acting as the principal and another company acting as the agent. So there are two persons involved in consignment. Consignor is the person who sends goods to another person, and consignee means consignee is the person who receives the goods. And what is the relationship between consignor and consignee? The relationship between consignor and consignee is principal and agent relationship. What the consignee gets is commission for sale. After the goods are sold, the consignee gets commission. All the expenses in connection with the consignment and all the risk associated with the consignment are to be suffered by the consignor. I hope this much is clear to you, and these are some of the features of consignment. And when goods are sent from Cochin to Delhi, the consignor prepares an invoice. Consignor prepares an invoice. Invoice means a kind of a sale. Whenever sale takes place, there is invoice. Suppose you go to a shop and buy something. After you purchase certain goods, you will get a bill, and that bill is called invoice. So whenever sale takes place, that means the buyer buys goods from the seller, an invoice is prepared. But remember, in consignment, this is not a sale. The consignor is not selling goods to the consignee. Consignee is only acting as an agent. So therefore, it is not a sale. So therefore, an invoice cannot be prepared. Invoice can be prepared only when sale takes place. So since this is not a sale, the consignor prepares pro forma invoice. Pro forma invoice. It is similar to an invoice, but it is not a final invoice. It is a pro forma invoice which contains the description of the goods, quantity, amount of the goods, everything will be there. So the consignor prepares an invoice called a pro forma invoice, and it is sent to the consignee. For example, the goods are loaded in a truck from Cochin, and when the truck moves, the truck crosses different borders of the state. There should be a supporting document for the consignment, and that supporting document is called a pro forma invoice. The driver of the truck carries this pro forma invoice, which contains the description of the goods, quantity, amount of the goods. So, in the case of consignment, the consignor prepares a pro forma invoice and it is sent to the consignee. It is called a pro forma invoice because it is not a final sale from consignor to the consignee. Now, the shipment of the goods takes place on, let us see, 23rd November 2020. So, goods are dispatched from Cochin to Delhi. 23rd November it is being dispatched from Cochin, and let us assume that it reaches Delhi at 26/11/2020. 26/11/2020. So, consignee receives it. After the goods are received at Delhi, what the consignee does? The consignee will start selling these goods in Delhi. Maybe it will take some time. Maybe it will take a week or a month time to sell the goods. So, once the goods are sold, the consignee prepares a statement. The consignee prepares a statement, and the name of the statement is called account sale. Account sale. The consignee prepares a statement, and the name of the statement is called account sale. So what is account sale? Account sale is a statement prepared by the consignee, and it is prepared periodically, maybe monthly or weekly, depends upon the agreement between the consignor and consignee. So account sale is a statement which is prepared by the consignee periodically, from time to time, periodically, and it is sent to the consignor, which shows the details of the goods received, the expenses incurred, his commission, and the balance amount payable, everything. So that statement is called account sale. Account sale is a statement. Remember, account sale is a statement which is prepared by the consignee and sent to the consignor, which shows the details of the goods received, expenses incurred, commission, and the balance amount that is payable to the consignor. So in consignment, an account sale is prepared. Hope this much points are clear to you.